is the cutest reindeer from Southern Adoornments. Is that not the cutest thing ever? Now, this is the 18-inch reindeer off of SouthernAdoornments.com's website. I did post a link earlier. I don't know if you can see the link, but I'll get that posted on the pages as well. But on her website, just do a search for reindeer if you can't find my link. And this comes in like 6 different sizes. This is the 18-inch. We're going to paint this up so cute. And then we're going to add some glass to his cute little reindeer nose and maybe a little to the dots on his antlers. So are y'all ready to paint? Now, like I said, I have a new tripod and we're going to try to use it. I don't know why I decided to test using it on a Facebook that is streaming to 3 pages, but I'm just crazy that way. That's just how it be. Okay, so give me 1 second and I'm going to turn the camera down and we're going to try. I think I got it raised as high as it'll go. Whoops, I didn't. We're going to try because this is a big piece. So I'm going to try to get the whole thing in, but if I don't, we'll just wiggle it around as we paint. So let me let the page catch up and see what you guys can see, and I'll move things around. Let me move that out the way first off. Oh, it's backwards, isn't it? Like, I don't know if I can do anything about that now. I'm going to raise that up a little. You can see all my business down here, can't you? My tissue from my runny nose, all the things. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've got all my paint colors. I'll tell you what they are as I go. The link to order the kit, if you're a member, is on the member page. So go to the member page and grab that kit if you're a member. Okay, so again, this is on Tamara's Southern Adoornments website. Just look up reindeer if you don't have the link. And sorry, I got to wipe the nose a second. And we're going to just paint this up real quick, all right? So I've got my water. I've got some brushes, this is my flat egg crate. I know that Tamara uses like styrofoam egg trays, which I love, but I don't really eat eggs because they hurt my belly. So we're going to use this. So I'm just going to go ahead and use espresso to paint our reindeer. I'm going to put a little bit of espresso, or probably a lot of espresso, on my palette. And I'm going to throw a little bit of khaki on as well. And thank you for the sprinkles, because you know I don't like a flat paint color. I want it to be, I want it to have a little movement too. So we're going to go ahead and just paint the reindeer all the way around. I'll start at the top, and I want to make sure I'm kind of painting at an angle so that you can see the whole thing. So let's just get this party started. All right, and this particular door hanger is also etched, which makes it super easy to paint because it's like coloring in a coloring book, which I love. Don't have to think. You can just paint. Just color in your own little personal coloring book. So I'm going to paint a little at a time, and then I'm going to throw in a little bit of that khaki color just for a little extra movement. Let's see. I'm going to come down, try not to get too much in his cute little bangs. I'm going to throw a little bit on just that top edge, just to give it a little shading, a little highlight, because that's how I roll. All right, so now let's come across. We're just going to keep painting. So if anybody has colors or has questions, I told you my brain is hurting. My brain is bad today, y'all. If anybody has questions about the challenge, about the reindeer, anything you have a question about, just pop it in the comments. And my best ladies are out there waiting to answer every question you have to the best of their ability. All right, so I'm just going to keep painting, and y'all just let us know if you have questions. So I'm going to go around. I don't know what color the eyebrow should be, but I'm going to go around them. I'm just going to paint over them, and then we'll add. I'm going to go over the eyelashes too. We're going to paint those black, but I'm going to give them a little primer of brown because my brain doesn't want to paint around them. My brain's like, do your thing. The nose obviously is going to be red because this is Rudolph or Rudette, whoever you want her to be, him or her. It might be Rudette. Just don't know. I love painting this wood because it just looks so good. All right, and we'll try to get up in here again. So how's everybody doing? Is anybody else out there sick? I think my grandbaby's sick. Everybody's sick. He won't need eyebrows. Kristen, you're just saying that because you don't have any.
Nope.
Kristen doesn't have eyebrows. Well, she has them. They're just invisible. Oh my. And Kristen is my daughter, so there's that, just so y'all know. Not making fun of just some random stranger. Yes, I posted a link on my page for this, but I will also post one after we're done here. I meant to do all that, but we were having a fight with my tripod. And so it was like, oh crap, it's 1 o'clock. We got to go live. So I didn't get everything posted that I wanted to post, including my own link. So when we're done here, I will post the link to the reindeer on Southern Adoornments website, or you can just go to southernadoornments.com and do a search for reindeer, and it should pop up. And like I said, there are sizes that range from 4 inches to 18, which is what this is. All right, I got a little khaki on my brush, so I'm going to just come up here and just add a little khaki to the side of her ear, just for a little extra something. And we're just going to keep painting. Keep on painting. I'm anxious to see how cute this turns out. I know one of the girls in the back are going to try. Okay, if you haven't received an email, it's probably hiding in your spam. That has been the case in 99.9% of the people who have emailed us and said, I didn't get my email. So here's what I want you to do. If you haven't received the email after you joined, I want you to go into your email, and I want you to use the search button and search for this, 5th Annual Christmas Tree Challenge, because it is lurking in your inbox and hiding from you. And if you search that way, you'll probably find it. Okay, so you can search for Christmas Tree Challenge, but the entire subject line is going to be welcome to the 5th annual, I had to talk slow so I didn't mess up. Welcome to the 5th annual Christmas Tree Challenge. That's what the email is, the subject line in the email is. So go search. If you've already joined and you can't find it, do that quick search. And if you still can't find it, here's what happens. Either it's in your spam, or sometimes, and I am guilty as well, sometimes we accidentally type in our email address wrong. And the other 1% of the time people can't find the email is because it was typed in. There was like an error in the email address. And I do it all the time. I always leave off the M on .com. For some reason, that's just my thing. And then I'm like, where's my email? So check your spam. If you don't see it in the spam, I want you to do a search for Christmas Tree Challenge in your email box. And if you still don't see it, just email us and we'll resend it. You can email us at info@artshattered.com. Easy peasy. And we'll get you taken care of. I'm just gonna go around his little nose. I gotta hold my breath when I do this because I'm a little shaky and I don't feel great. So I'm gonna hold my breath, paint really slow around his little nosy. Is he not the cutest little reindeer ever? I bought this from Tamara, I think last year at the Southern Adoornments Live, and had full intention on painting him on the Art Shattered page last year, but you know how things are. Time gets away. We're all so busy. There's always so much to do. And it just, excuse me, time got away from me. So when Tamara and I talked about going live on her page, I was like, oh my Lord, I have the perfect thing. So that was fortuitous that I had already purchased this. So if I was going live on her page, I'd be helping her too, right? Tit for tat. Is everybody okay out there? Y'all doing all right? Y'all asking questions? Y'all doing the things? Pretty quiet? Are y'all quiet? Are y'all all at work, pretending to work while you're watching this live? Is that what's wrong? Is everybody working?
Well, that's a good place for them to check their emails if they happen to sign up from their work email.
Oh, yeah, that's happened too. So we have had people sign up with their work email and not think about that it was their work email, and they couldn't find the email from us, but it was because they didn't realize or forgot that they used a different email address to sign up. So if you have multiple email addresses, keep that in mind as well. All right, let me see if I can go around this nose without making a mess. And the email should come pretty quickly. Like it's automated, so depending on the interweb, it should come, within 5 minutes. So if you don't have it in 5 minutes, go looking for it. Don't wait till Monday and then while we're live, be upset because you didn't get the email and you forgot all about it, because we won't be able to let you in until the live is over. So make sure you check that now, and we want you to go ahead, check that, and join the Facebook group. We'll do a little touch up. Join the Facebook group so that you can watch our prep live tomorrow. Because we're going to cover all the supplies. We're going to talk about setting up your workspace. We're going to talk about our paint colors, options, all the things. Answer any questions anybody might have about the process. So make sure you get in there, get that email, and click that link to join the page. ASAP. All right. Let's go back up here and look at the top and make sure we got nice coverage.
No, I just got kicked off.
You got kicked off? The interweb?
Facebook is updating. Try again later.
No way. You want to come grab my laptop?
Let me see if I can get back on real quick.
Is everybody still there? Apparently, Julie just got kicked off of Facebook because they were updating, it said. So hopefully that doesn't happen to all of us. That would not be cool. Not be cool. All right, I'm going to get a little more paint over here. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this khaki. Okay, she's back. All right, so now I'm going to get brown on one side and khaki on the other. I'm going to just swish and see if I can let's do a little highlight around the nose.
Elizabeth Douglas says, if you're feeling under the weather, get you some vitamin C and zinc.
Zinc and C. We'll do that. Steve went on a search for vitamins for me today, so.
Some more as I can.
Yeah.
Stuff is wonderful.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to do that one more time. Brown and khaki on the same brush. Swish, swish. And I'm going to come around here. Just give it a little. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And we'll come around here and give it a little. Hang on, y'all. You really shouldn't paint when you don't feel good. Actually, I feel better. I mean, I don't feel better physically, but I feel like less bogged down maybe. Painting always makes me feel better no matter what. All right, real quick, I'm going to add some burnt umber, which is a darker brown. I'm going to add that to my palette. Jen Marie says she's watching on mute in a restaurant. So she's quiet because she's eating lunch. All right, I'm going to add a darker brown for his bangs right here. And we're going to get those bangs done. Ooh, what's on my brush? Something slimy. That was the biggest part, but we're going to get this dark brown and paint his little bangs so they stand out. It really feels very different painting on wood than it does painting on canvas. For one thing, if you've not painted like on a wood door hanger before, it really grabs your paint. It really just grabs it, and it's like dry in 4 seconds. So I see why Tamara likes it, because you don't have to blow dry anything. You can just paint and be dead. But if you're not used to it, it can be disconcerting. How you like that? Disconcerting. We're going to add some other color to this too, because he can't have just brown bangs. He's going to get some highlights. He's going to go to the beauty salon and get some highlights. I'm just laughing at myself because, you know, it's like typical me to like just be a hot mess. It's like, what am I doing? Where am I going? I forgot to do this. I forgot to do that. That is just the story of my entire life. It's a little bit ADHD and a little bit I don't feel good and a little bit I got 0 tech skills, have low expectations from me when it comes to tech. Very low. All right, I got to hold my mouth right. Oops, almost went in the wrong paint. Hold your mouth right. Just get around that antler. All right, so, and you can see that that needs a second coat. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to flip it back around. I'm going to do a second coat, start to finish. But while this coat is wet, I'm going to add a little color on top just so it isn't just flat brown. We're going to give him highlights while this paint is wet. And I'm going to get a little bit of this khaki. And I'm just going to come around. Look at that. Just a little highlight. You don't want to overdo it. We don't want him to, all the other reindeers to make fun of him. Maybe that's why they used to laugh and call him names. I'm a little delirious, y'all.
My mind was just racing with that.
So, yeah. Yeah, a little crazy today. A little crazy. Give him a little. It is. The crazy train is outside honking its horn at me. saying, come on, girl, get in. We got straight hair. So, get a little khaki on the tip. Give this one a little highlight. And one more, and then we're going to move on. We'll do his nose next. I love him, though. He'll probably be my only Christmas decoration in my house. He's so cute. He'll be hanging on my door. I'll be so proud. My Christmas decor. Let's get a little khaki. And we're going to give him this side bang. A little highlight up in here. No, I didn't like that. I'm going to wipe that out. Erase, erase. Erase, erase, erase. There we go. All right, so now he has cute bangs. Cute little bangs. So let's get our cherry red. Cherry red, and we're going to paint his nose. I didn't do anything to it, Charlene. I just painted. I just started painting. It's eating paint, too. That's how I roll. All right, let me rinse. Oh, I'm so bad. Let's rinse. And let's get that red paint on his little nose. That should go quickly. Again, I have to hold my mouth right. I have to go slow, hold my breath because I'm a little shaky. That's what happens when you get a little on up there in years. Not like them young chicks like Tamara. My little BFF. Love me some Tamara. Oh, I got a little peach fuzz on my finger. All right, I'm going to turn this around and paint the other way. Just easier. This would be super cute for craft shows. All right, try not to get my hand in any wet paint. Let's go around. And around. I don't hold my breath. And we're almost there, y'all. We are going to give his little nose a little highlight too. Just a little one because we are going to add glass. We have red glass in our store. So we're going to add a little red glass to his nose, but I have to highlight just because y'all might not add glass to his nose. So you need to see how the whole thing, oh, I just knocked over all the paint. Have to kind of see how the whole thing is painted or how to make your highlights if you're not going to add the glass. So I like to do all the details whether I'm adding glass or not. All right, hold your breath. Hi, honey. Hi, Barbara. All right, I'm going to go back over. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of white to my palette. And I'm going to go back over the top of his nose. Get that wet. And we may use our Poscas as well. But I'm going to wet that top of his nose with that red paint again. Then I'm going to take the tip of my red brush into the white. And I'm going to swish. And then I'm going to come across the top of his nose and add a little highlight. To make that pop. I'm going to hit it one more time. I'm going to come down a little. There we go. Now we're talking. Just give him a little highlights. So stinking cute. All right, now, while I have the white out, we're going to do the whites of his eyes. I think I need a little bit smaller brush. Oh, this is peeling. I'm so bad about leaving my brushes in the water. And now all the pretty blue is coming off. All right, so whites. Let's do. I do. I think I do. I think I do. It's so awful, though, that I treat my brushes that way. It's so bad. I'm a bad brush mama. You thought I was going to say bad mama jama, didn't you? I am a bad mama jama, too. So who was here for Steve's live last night? That man about wore me out. He was a hot mess, and I think he went home feeling like a movie star. He thought he was all that. He's so silly. He was trying to give away the store, wasn't he, ladies? He's like, just use the Steve discount. What discount you got? Crazy. All right, let's do this side.
I think he might have been driving a crazy train.
He is the driver for sure. He is the driver of the crazy bus. Crazy train, crazy bus. For sure. Let's see. These little details are really worse for me than normal right now because I'm like, this is a big old piece. You'd think I could do this easy. This is an 18-inch reindeer head. What's wrong with you, girl? All right, and I think we're going to go ahead and paint his ears, or ears. These are his ears. We're going to paint his antlers as well. I think I'm just going to I'm going to use a big brush and cover them all with white, but no, I can't do that because I want to do red and green dots. And if I do white everywhere, I'm going to have a hard time covering that. So I'm going to be good. I was trying to be, I don't know what I was trying to be. I need to be better, whatever. All right, so I'm going to have to go around the dots. Oh, I need a smaller brush. I can't use this big one. Do you ever watch and think, who's she talking to? Who's that girl talking to? She's talking to herself. Steve, hoot is not the exact word I would use. I don't like that brush. Not for this. What is wrong with me? Oh my goodness, y'all. I apologize. Are y'all sick of me yet? Y'all sick of me yet? All right, I'm going to go around the little pokey dots as best I can without making a mess. I already made a mess, but we're going to roll with it and live with the consequences, right? Oh my goodness. I feel that fever spike. Or either that or a hot flash.
Douglas said it's got to be the short bus.
Yep, for sure.
With the bedazzled helmets.
Oh my goodness. my Lord. I should just paint these all white and then put colored glass on top. So I'm getting on my own nerves. Normally I enjoy this. I mean, like doing the little detail-y stuff. And right now I'm just like, I feel like I'm going so slow. I feel like this has been forever. Y'all, those girls are in the back packing your kits. So make sure if you're going to join us for the Christmas tree challenge that you get your kit order in, because they are here packing your kits and trying to get those out today.
They got an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, they have an hour and 20 minutes before the deadline. So don't fool around. Don't dilly-dally or fiddle farts. Or lollygag, because you might be sorry. I hear them back there taping boxes. So something's happening back there. I don't know. I don't know what. They might be taping each other to the wall. Who knows? Some little wild children back there.
We know that Kristen is not skipping.
That's true. That is true. Poor Kristen. I don't know how my daughter is 42 years old, and I do not know how she grew up not knowing how to skip. I have failed her somehow, some way. And I feel like she could skip as a child. I'm sticking to that story. I think she has just forgotten in her later years. All right. Trying to make sure this looks nice. All right, let's do that other ear. Lord, I felt like it took 3 days. Brita, you're right. I am entertaining myself. I am definitely... Well, after Steve's antics last night on the Art Shattered page, I felt like I had to compete somehow, maybe, with what he was doing. Lord, he was a mess. If y'all didn't see that, y'all got to go watch it. He was...
It's worth the price of
Yes, it is definitely worth a go-see. He was a little hot mess.
Don't start at midnight.
Yeah, don't start at midnight, because then you'll just be waking everybody in the house up laughing. He was a mess. Ooh-wee. We're almost done, y'all. I promise. We're almost done with painting anyway. And the glass, we're just going to add a little glass to the nose. And we're going to add possibly some glass. Almost dipped it in the brown. To these dots that I'm so painstakingly painting. Like they're life or death. My mouth is so dry. I need a drink. I have one. I just need to locate it over here and have a sip. I feel like my throat is made of sticker bush. We can't be sick now. We got Christmas trees to paint. We got Christmas trees to finish. We sure do. I need y'all to talk to me and entertain me now. Keep me awake over here. I don't know. All right. We're getting there. Just this big old one left. Y'all, I promise, if this is the first time you've ever watched me, I apologize. I promise I'm not normally this slow or this crazy. Maybe I am this crazy and I just don't think I am. Maybe I am and I just don't know it. I'm just feeling extra today. Feeling a little extra. All right. I'm done with you. Done with you. My goodness. Did you hear that? All right. So we got to paint the blacks of his eyes, don't we? Where's the black? Okay. Lamp black. Lamp black. Just black. We're going to paint the eyes. Let's see. Hang on. I gotta have sip too. Whew, Lord have mercy. Oh gosh, that's the best Diet Coke I ever tasted. All right, we're gonna do. What I do with my tissue. Let me get a smaller brush. And we're gonna paint his eyes black. Get a round brush for this. And we're going to paint a little more careful so I don't mess up because it's hard to cover this black. Gotta hold my breath. I'm going to go around that little dot because if I don't, I'll never find it again at this rate. That's just how I am this day. Hold your breath if you got it. I'm willing to bet I'm not the only one who has to hold my breath, especially for little details. Okay, I'm going to use my Posca pen to do the lines around the outside of the eyes because I know me well enough to know that I will mess that up so quick if I try to use this brush today. So we're going to cheat. Oh, I keep almost going in the wrong color. So what do you guys think about the dots? Red and green or something else? Should we go traditional or should we be crazy? Traditional or crazy?
Fly by the seat of your pants.
Fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, let's get his eyelashes. Eyelashes. Well, I can definitely do that. That is something I do very well. So are we going to paint his eyebrows black too, or the dark brown?
Kathy Hayes says red and green.
Red and green. Let's stay traditional. We can do that. All right, I'm going to roll this brush a little so I have a little bit of a finer touch for these little sweet bottom lashes. Let's roll. I feel like I am making a mess. I feel like I'm painting like a third grader. All right, let's do his eyebrows. I'm going to mix I'm going to do black and then mix in a little brown. Or I could paint them like mine and paint them gray. Am I the only one fighting that fight? My eyebrows. Somebody posted not too long ago, I posted a pic And they said, where are your eyebrows? I was like, they're gray. That's where they are.
Okay, well, at least you got them.
Right?
I blew mine off with the oven when Carrie was 2 months old.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm going to turn her around. And we'll grab a little bit of this brown. Oh, is it Steve? And just throw a little bit of brown on top too for some. Well, hello, Gray. All right, let's get a teeny brush and do the whites of his eyes. Right here. I did not do a great job at that, but okay. Let's see, before we move on any further, let's see if I can outline his eyes with the Posca and make it look right, because otherwise we may have to do something else. Let's see. Oh, that's too fine. Need the fat Posca. Need the fat one. Yes. There we go.
Laura Arnold says red, green, and gold.
Wow. She has some serious confidence in my abilities today. You can't even talk. That's good. Look how that looks good. I got out of line a little, but we're gonna live with that. You've been fixing driveways?
No,
Oh.
I've been Samson.
Oh.
Essentials.
That's so cute. That is adorable. Yeah, them trick-or-treaters be falling in them holes.
You know, you could build a bridge over the hole, and then you could be a troll under the bridge.
Oh, that would be so funny.
I got a piece of plywood over the hole right now. It's fine.
A troll. Billy Goat Gruff.
There you go.
Who remembers that?
I will never be a troll.
Did you go build it?
Maybe.
Somebody says do crazy dots.
I'm a crazy dot. All right, let's see. Oh, he has to have some eye color, don't he? I got blue. We'll do a line of blue around his eyes. He's a blue-eyed reindeer. Let's try that. See if I can't mess that up.
You can give him some red veins, and he could have been hitting his horse.
Yeah.
Never. All the deer I've harvested, none of them have had blue eyes.
That's okay. This one is special. There we go. Aw. Cute. Cute. So cute. Now all we have left is the dots. So did we decide on red and green?
Pretty much it. Somebody added gold.
All right, we're going to make it easy on ourselves and do red and green, because I have red and green out here. And I have the muddiest water ever.
Do you want to?
I think we can make it through since we're just doing red and green. If I had to do some white, it might be a problem, but all right, let's do red. for more red. Trying to make sure. I think I'm going to go all the way outside this. I love these etched door hangers because then you can, it's like, I know I already said this, it's like coloring in a coloring book. You just fill in the lines. Makes it so much easier. All right, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll do red, green. Let's do.
Lisa House says, don't forget his mouth. At least I think he has one.
Oh, he does. You're right. He needs to be outlined. I'll use the Posca on that. Thanks for the reminder. All right, let's do this one. And you hear what I have to hear all the time? Everything that goes on in there. All right, so the other three will be green. So let's do 3 reds over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, all right, let's do this one. And this is, again, cherry red. And let's do this one. Don't let me forget his mouth again. And let's do this one.
Dorothy Massey says her 4-year-old grandson is watching with her. Can you tell him? Can you tell? Hi, Campbell.
Campbell?
Campbell.
Hi, Campbell. How are you? Are you hanging out? Is it her grandson?
4 years old.
Are you hanging out with your grandma? What's he call grandma?
Grammy.
Grammy? Hey, Campbell. Are you being good? All right. I was going to do some highlights there, but I think we're going to leave that because we're going to put a little glass on there. So let's add green. This is Holly Green, 3 Billy Go Gruffs. I know, I love that book. So let's do our green.
Her grandma name is Snug.
Snug. I love that.
Snug or snug? Snug.
Campbell, are you being good for Snug?
I like it.
Almost there. I have to hold my mouth right on these little things.
What color green is your green?
Holly Green.
Olive green.
Holly.
That's what I said.
I don't know. That is so stinking cute, y'all. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get this one up in here without making a mess. I'm glad y'all can't see me because I'm pretty sure my tongue's hanging out. It's like, And these ones on the edge are easy. All right, there we are. Let's do his mouth. I would have been so mad if we had resin this without the mouth done. That would have been bad. I have to hold my mouth right while I'm doing it. So cute. I'm going to give him some outline bangs. And we'll straighten this line up a little. And I have a white Posca.
Darby says, thank you. He wants to know how you know his name. I told him she probably won't say, you know everything like Santa.
We'll give him a little. And this isn't going to show, but Tamara did this on her samples. So I'm going to add that. And we're going to add gloss there. So it's not that big of a deal. But I think he is so cute. Look at him. Is he not adorable? We are done. We are done painting, y'all. We are going to move on. We're going to let this dry a second. I'm going to clean up my little mess. We'll push all this aside so I remember what we used. And next up, I'm going to show you. Can y'all see that whole thing? Can you see the whole thing?
Yeah.
Is it upside down?
It's upside down.
Okay, let's try it this way. Is that better or is that still upside down?
Well, I got about a 30-second lag time.
Oh. Is that better?
We wouldn't want to be. That would just be asking too much of it.
Okay, I know he's angled, but I have to angle him to get him in the camera. So we have some red glass that we are going to put on the nose. I feel like his eyes need something. Do I need to like add a little white to his eyelashes or is he okay?
He might need some highlights.
I think he might. I'm going to use the tiny Posca and we'll see. Let's see if that helps. Just a little. Does that help? Oh, it doesn't. It's a lag, isn't it? I know it takes forever.
The first option says Posca instead of Posca.
Posca.
Yes.
Posca. All right.
Yes, that helps.
Help it stand out a little. So we just gave his little eyelashes a little something, something. All right. So moving forward, we have red glass in our store on artshattered.com. So I'm going to add some red glass to his nose. I'm not going to add like the whole nose. I'm going to put some just kind of around the bottom edge. And then we'll put some on a couple pieces on the dots. I don't want it to be so heavy that I can't put a wire on it and hang it on my door. All right. I don't want it to fight the door. So I'm going to add about yay much. Maybe a little more.
You did not highlight your green dots.
Oh,
Did you mean to?
I didn't care. We're about to add glass to them. You're not going to be able to see it anyway. Yeah, it'll be okay. You do you, boo. All right, so I'm going to get a little more. We're going to add I'm just going to flat lay a few little pieces on some of the red. I'm going to leave, I guess I could highlight it because I am going to leave some of it exposed. So let me get the red on. Y'all hold my feet to the fire, aren't you? So just a few little pieces just to give it a little something fun. And a few over here. He really is cute. He's going to be living on my door. And a little something here. And last, oh, I got green to do. I keep thinking, oh, this is the last one. No, it's not. All right, so that is the red. Let me do this for... I know that was the skinny pen, but we're going to live with that. So we also have green glass. This is classic green. Yeah. And we're going to add a few nugs of green on the green bits. One piece there. A few pieces there. I'm going to try to stay away from the white. And let's go over here and do... My brain is already trying to calculate how much resin I need. It's like, okay, let's see if we can't do this right. How many of you guys out there were at Southern Adoornments live is what I want to know. We were there and we had so much fun. We always do, though. It's so much fun to go. What'd you say? Karaoke. Yeah. Steve said karaoke. We did go sing along. It wasn't really karaoke. It was more of a sing-along, I think. More of a sing-along. All right, I got to do one more thing before we go forward. I'm going to turn this just a little.
Lori Peterson says she was there.
Yay, Lori. We had so much fun there. All right. I'm going to turn it this way. We'll let it catch up. And now we're going to resin. I want to make sure there's no debris, no dust. Everything's dry. Everything's where it should be. And I think I'm going to mix, let's see. I think I'm going to mix 3 ounces. I'm going to do 1.5 and 1.5 into a cup. And that's doity. And so I'm going to mix 3 ounces. I don't know if I need that much, but I do have other projects that I can pour any excess on. And I will tell you when we're done exactly how much resin it took. And so I'm going to mark this cup at, oops, that was wrong, 1.5. That'll be for my hardener. And 1.5 for my resin. I really don't think it's going to take this much, but today we're working in better safe than sorry lands. All right, so I use Art Resin exclusively. We use that at Southern Adoornments Live, and I put mine in these little ketchup squeezy bottles because it's just easier. Thank you, Catherine. It's going to time for me. It's just easier for me when I'm live than trying to pour into these cups. So I am going, and I have them labeled. One says hardener, one says resin. So this is my hardener. I'll always do that first just to keep myself in check. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces of hardener. Boom, boom. All right. Check. And we're going to do 1.5 ounces of resin. I have to slow down and make sure it's equal. All right, and then we're going to take both of those and put them into 1 cup. I see debris. All right, and we'll scoochy this over while I mix. So I'm going to take my resin and my hardener and put it in 1 clean cup. And then we're going to stir for 3 minutes. And just so you guys know, we do have some of those burst packs, those pre-packaged resin on our website. We only have the 6 ounce available, but it makes it so easy because the resin and hardener is in 1 package, and you can just take the separator off and mix it in the package. That way you don't have to measure. Those come in our Christmas tree kits as well. So there's make the process really a lot easier. I keep seeing like dust, so I'm going to dust that off. I don't want dust on Rudette's face. All right, so for 3 minutes, Catherine's going to time me for 3 minutes, and I'm just going to stir and stir and stir. So if anybody has a question, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer it. It can be about this project. It can be about the Christmas tree challenge. It can be about glass art in general. Doesn't matter, just whatever question you have. I know you scrape those cups well, but does the remnants in the cups make a difference with measurements? I try to scrape them evenly, Ida. You just need to get out as much as you can of each cup and try to be consistent. So there's that. You know, there's always going to be one tiny little tiny difference. What you don't want is a big difference.
I don't like those cups out when you're done.
Yeah.
You can't just let it sit in there.
Yeah, and if you're going to reuse them, make sure you wipe out. Just use a paper towel with your gloves on and wipe out anything that's left in there, so that when you measure again, when you reuse it, that it's correct. Sorry, Catherine, I had to have a sip. My throat is so dry. I did not seal this first. If you're going to paint your little bow antlers white, I would probably, especially if you're going to hang it outside on your door, you do want to spray seal the paint before you add the resin. Resin and titanium white do not like each other very much, and it does make the resin amber faster. But I'm not going to worry about it. My front door is under a big old cover, and it's only going to be out there for probably a few weeks anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I didn't want to have to go outside and spray it. But yeah, do that if you're doing it at home.
Lisa Howell says thank you for telling her about the bracelet she found this weekend.
Oh, yay. I'm so glad. I love them. Love them. Yeah, Kristen replied to you, Sarah, but you can go to, after I'm done here, I will post the link on all the pages, but you can go to the southernadoornments.com, shopdoorhangers.com or southernadoornments.com, and just do a search for reindeer, and they have like 6 different sizes. You do not want direct sun on anything. It'll probably be fine for a few weeks, but direct sun on anything made of resin is going to make it amber faster, no matter what anybody else tells you. Don't let them fool you. It will make it go faster. But you know what? This is a reindeer, and their antlers would normally be an amber color anyway, so it's probably fine. We're stirring. I already did. I did put glass on. Is that what she said? I can't even see who it is.
I'm not getting the same question.
Oh, I'm on Art Shattered and you're on Southern Adoornments.
Someone asked if they could do grams or ounces, use a scale. I said no.
No.
Not weight measure.
Yes. Okay. So let's address that really quick. Not all resins are created equal. We're using Art Resin. Thank you, Catherine. We are using Art Resin, which is done by volume, not weight. All right. Whatever resin you're using, you need to follow the directions for that resin. All right. Art Resin is done by weight and not, or by volume and not weight. So keep that in mind. I'm going to raise this up and put my little pyramids under it so it's elevated. Normally I would do that after, but since this sits so low on the table, I am going to go ahead and do that. Now the first thing I'm going to do is hit all the spots where my glass is. So we have glass on the nose. So I'm going to hit that. And then we'll hit the glass on my antlers. And then we'll spread around. And then I'll tell you exactly how much resin it took, which I'm going to assume is going to be way less than what I mixed. I got some Christmas trees to resin though, so we'll take care of that. So you're just going to drizzle the resin over your glass bits. Make sure it's all covered really nice so that when you come back, 8 hours, 10 hours tomorrow, whenever you come back and check it, everything is stuck down really nicely and you don't have skippies. All right, let's come up here. I got a little resin or a little glass on my little antler dots. I know it's hard to see online, but I do have glass on these. We couldn't skip that. Got to put glass everywhere. Glass here. Can you see the ears? Do I need to scooch this down a little?
Maybe just a little bit.
I'm trying to go slow so I don't get it out of the picture. All right, let's get it here. I got a little heavy-handed there. And here. He tried to move. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang on. Let's try that again. All right, let's do these ones. And then we'll just pour it on the flat surface and smear it around. And he will be ready. Now it does take, if you're new to resin, it does take about 8 to 10 hours for this to dry to the touch. So I normally just leave it overnight. You want it to sit overnight in a place where nobody's going to mess with it. So in your craft room, just shut the door so your dog doesn't go in there and wag his tail on your wet resin, or your kitty cats don't walk through it, or grands don't stick their fingers in or anything like that. It takes about 8 hours to dry to the touch. I usually just let it dry overnight, and 72 hours to fully cure. You do want it to fully cure before you hang it or put it on your door or whatever you're going to do. Attach it to a wreath, whatever you're going to do with it. All right, so I'm going to use my stick to kind of spread around the little horns, the little decor on his antlers. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to take on the flat parts and pour some of this resin. Let's go across his little nose. All right, I'm going to stop there. And I'm going to use my hands. Make sure you have your gloves on. Don't be trying to do resin without your gloves. It's sticky and icky. Also, if you have long hair, put it up. You don't want to be dragging your hair across it. This really brings these door hangers to the next level, I think. You know, here's the thing too. It's not just glass. You can add other things under this resin. You could add glass beads. You can add just any kind of little cute giblet, all those cute little things you can get at Hobby Lobby. So you can add all sorts of decor to your door hangers or your canvases or whatever you're painting. It's not just glass. Although we are the glass people, so we like you to use glass. All right, so the antlers are covered nicely. Now I'm just going to go down here and spread it out. I want to run it all the way to the edge. I'm just using my fingers, and I will tell you this too. Using your hands, if you use a silicone spreader, that works well too, but I feel like I get less bubbles when I use my hands because I'm putting like a little pressure on the resin as I'm spreading it, and it helps pop those bubbles. Now that may just be in my head. I don't know. I might just be imagining that, but I can't help but feel like, I can't help but feel like when I'm running my hand across that it's helping pop those bubbles.
I've tried to spread with the stir stick and it doesn't make.
It makes you crazy, don't it?
It doesn't make smooth contact.
Yeah, it doesn't. And you can't use the kind of the pressure you have with your hand. So we're going to spread that to the edge. I'm going to have to stand up, go over the top. Hang on.
So stinking cute.
He is adorable. I was talking last night about, I made a little snowman in the shattered circle, talking about how my mama was going to steal that. But I think my sister is going to steal this. She'll probably steal it right off my door.
I guess you need to make some more.
I know, I'm going to have to get Tamara to send me some. All right. He is completely covered. Let me look at it from the side and make sure we don't have any skippies. Antlers. I keep calling them ears. All right, let me take my gloves off. Well, I'm going to take one off. And I'm going to look, and I'm going to say, we mixed 3 ounces. I'm going to say it probably took 2.5. So I only probably have a half an ounce, maybe a little more than that left. So I would venture to say mix the 3 ounces, but just have something ready to use the rest of the resin on if it's too much. I'm going to hit this with my heat gun. Pop any bubbles. I see a little skippy now that I'm popping bubbles. And I also see some debris. So I'll show you how, once you've got it resined and pop the bubbles, if you see some little bits of debris, I'm going to use a toothpick, just a toothpick, and I've got a little something here. I think that's a piece of glass, but I don't like the way it looks, so I'm going to get it out. And I see another little dust particle. I'm just going to wipe it on a napkin. This is just air fuzz. Air fuzz. Fuzz from the air. Come on, little thing. Come on, little boo thing. Get off there. That wants to stay. That one wants to live there. There we go. All right, I'm going to just kind of review. Make sure I don't see any other debris, especially in the whites. And he is done. He is so cute. Y'all, I'm going to lower this a little. I don't think I can. Let me raise it up. Hopefully I won't get resin all over. But look, how cute is he? Oh my goodness. I love him.